Ah, it's you. Please, have a seat. So, how about some tea? I'm sorry I couldn't be more help during the battle with Julius. Let me ask you something. What exactly did you come here to do? You've come rather far. What do you still hope to achieve? Then prepare your god arc. I need your help with something. I'll explain the rest when we get there. This is Aegis. It was originally built as a shelter, meant to house all humankind during a global catastrophe. Now, we use a gathering pheromone to lure specific Aragami to this place. Ironic, our safe haven has become a trap. I heard somewhere that people used to use the same trick to get rid of dangerous insects.
We've activated the pheromone to lure in the Congo. ETA, 3 minutes.
Right. Shall we? Nicely done, Captain. If you don't mind, I'd like you to continue assisting me in this research. You know where I'll be. Whenever you're so inclined, stop by the lab.
Welcome back! How long has it been?
Man, it must have been at least a year. No, maybe 2? Well, definitely not since Coda became captain. Not to mention that whole spiral tree incident. Wild.
Ah, they're here! Yes, come on in!
Hey, Director, I got your summons. So what did you want?
What? Lindo?
The one and only. I can't believe they're still letting you run a squad, Captain.
Ow! Dude, that actually hurts! I'm doing a good job as captain, right?
Let me guess. You're the captain of blood. The old man told me all about you. Gotta say, you've done some good work for the branch. Nice to meet you. I'm Lindo. Sorry, let me do it properly. Lindo Amamiya of the Far East Independent Cradle Unit. That's a mouthful, huh?
So, you two haven't met. Once, long ago, Lindo was the leader of the first unit. He was captain before the captain before Coda. Now he travels with Cradle. Oh, they're dedicated to researching and eradicating the most dangerous Aragami. And to help out where they can. Anyways, to the point, I suppose. Lindo, perhaps you might care to bring the new kids up to speed on your latest objective.
Cradle's been tracking a new Aragami species called a QB. I'd like you to help. With both of our teams on it, we can take it down. This thing is a pure-blood Aragami, so it's definitely... I mean, it's... Hey, old man?
Yes?
Maybe we should have Soma give the briefings. He's all about science, right? And I'm not so hot with the technical stuff.
Oh, Lindo. I'm glad to see that you haven't changed in the slightest. We should call a General Assembly first. I'll have the teams called up and the briefings organized post-haste. In the meantime, wander the base. See your old chums.
Understood. Thanks, Director. Looks like we got some downtime. I got a few people to see, so let's meet up later.
Cradle, this is Fox reporting. Subject found. Requesting additional aerial surveillance.
This is Sword reporting. I've got eyes on it.
Luca reporting. I can confirm. That thing's huge.
What's it doing? It's like a giant, deadly puppy.
I'm tracking a nearby Aragami. Sword, hold position.
Roger that. Holding.
Whoa!
How'd we miss them? Where'd they even come from?
Multiple Congo Aragami converging. Aerial unit withdraw immediately.
No way. I'm not just gonna go running back.
I'm pretty sure none of them have noticed me yet. Hey, watch out!
Damn thing almost gave me a heart attack.
Aerial unit, you're being surrounded. Withdraw.
Just a little longer. Who knows when we'll get another sighting like this?
Oracle detected. Get out of there.
It's attacking! Returning fire!
Listen, withdraw to the rally point.
This video of the QB was recovered from the research unit. Along with it, we have the results of Cradle's investigation. The QB we've been hunting makes its home in an isolated area, well beyond the Far East's borders. It's the strongest predator there. QB are few in number. Since they're so rare, we haven't actually had an encounter since we discovered them. Then, last month, Cradle received a ton of first-hand reports of the beast. We decided we couldn't afford to wait, and mobilized ASAP. Exterminating the QB is vitally important to humanity's future. As for the details, Dr. Soma, why don't you go ahead and brief us on the QB?
Yeah, don't call me doctor. It still feels weird. Anyways, the QB is what we call pure-blooded. That means its entire body, top to tail, is composed of pure, powerful oracle cells. As a result of eating other Aragami, more common breeds often contain a blend of such cells. But this QB is unquestionably unique.
Oh, Dr. Soma! I don't get it.
Allow me to simplify for you, Koto. QB oracle cells are really special for some reason.
Well put, Dr. Soma. Why don't you share your vision with them for the QB core? Give the kids an idea of what they're fighting for. So, all right, everyone. Imagine this. A wall, taller than the ones we got, that automatically targets and drives back any Aragami that enters its range. Cool idea, right?
Yeah, that'd be so awesome.
Or what about portable shelters from the Red Rain? Huh? People could just pop it up and sit safe inside, maybe with a nice ration pack?
Would something of that complexity really be possible?
Not yet, but with this mission, we'd have a hell of a head start. Research indicates a QB's core can act like a computer processor. Thus, with its power, we could command complex exchanges, each executed and stored individually, all without the need for bias factors.
Yeah, thanks. It's gonna get all complicated again, so let's call it, shall we? If you really want to know more, you can go see Dr. Soma directly. Soma, sorry. Anyway, team, I hope you all understand just how important the QB are to the future of the Far East. It's up to us, so good hunting, my friends. Remember to stay sharp out there, you hear me? Let's bring back a peaceful world, yeah? Where everyone can sleep safe and sound. All right? Dismissed. Soma, Alyssa, it's been a long time since we all fought together, hasn't it? It feels damn good to be back at it. I miss this.
Lindo, are you feeling all right?
Yeah, of course. It just feels like we've grown. I mean, look at you. My young trainees have come so far. Brings a tear to my eyes. It's good to have you on board too, Captain. I hope you're ready to keep up with us. That's what I like to see. Well then, the Aragami ain't gonna wait forever, shall we? It's time. Let's go! Don't let your guard down.
Not that I ever would.
Nice job, kid. Why don't you take a seat? You looking at the arm? You're honest. I like that. Want to hear the story? Must have been about 3 years ago now. I was trapped between a rock and an Aragami place. The beast snapped up my armlet like it was nothing. Once it's in the blood, the infection spreads like wildfire. That's how this thing happened. The captain of the first unit at the time, who, I don't think you've met, strangely enough, joined up with Coda to find a way to halt it. Together, they put their lives on the line and just barely stopped the infection. Huh. I guess a lot happened back then. Well, maybe we can talk about it some other time. Hey, by the way, Captain, well, you don't have to answer right away, but... Okay, well, it's just that... Well, I mean, I guess I kind of like you. And the blood crew and all that. So, well, if it's cool with you, why don't you join Cradle and fight alongside us?
Lindo always gets so flustered when he tries to recruit new members.
Yeah, it's almost too embarrassing to watch. Almost.
I can hear you, you know. Hurry up and get us ready to move out. We ain't got all day. Anyways, you don't have to reply right now. Talk it over with the rest of the team, yeah? Get back to me when you have a chance. Together, we can travel the world, see some sights, fight some Aragami. But most important, meet all different kinds of people and build a cradle for them so that every last one can sleep truly safe at night, you know? That's the dream Cradle was named for, back when we started this. Me, the old captain, Alyssa, and Soma together strive to make this dream real. I really hope you'll share in it too. But hey, no pressure. It's up to you. Ball's in your court. So, yeah.
No, this is... Well, it's certainly bad. Very bad. Hibari, are you available?
How can I help, Director?
I need you to get a message out immediately.
Is it about the Aragami? I just pinged a new one on the wide area radar scan.
So, you're already on it? Most excellent. I'm sending you a list of God Eaters. Mobilize these members immediately. We've got trouble on our hands.
Message received, sir.
Wonderful. I'll leave it to you to bring them all here, Hibari.
Understood. Consider it done, Director.
Greetings! I'm terribly sorry to call you all here on such short notice. I know most of you haven't had the chance to get properly acquainted yet. These are members of the defense unit that Cannon used to serve with. Each one is a former member of the 2nd or 3rd units. Yo! You can all get to know one another and exchange pleasantries later. But, for the moment, let's proceed with the briefing, shall we? Hibari, whenever you're ready, you may begin.
Of course. Things are looking grim. In the last few hours, we have received new intel from the Northwest Oracle Observation Post. A herd of Aragami is advancing rapidly on the Far East branch. At the forefront is a scion unlike any we've ever seen. We've mobilized Blood Special Forces, Cradle, the 1st and the 4th units to help stem the tide. But this mass of Aragami will still be a threat.
Ah, that makes sense. So that's why you summoned the defense unit back to the den, huh?
Of course. They are our shield wall, our most stalwart guardians. No God Eater knows quite how to turn back an Aragami assault as well as you. I'll tell it to you straight, ladies and gentlemen. Each of you are the elites, the very best from our main combat units. and we need the best.
Maybe, but we're still first-gen God Eaters.
That is true. In most situations, a Scion's Oracle bias field would disable your God Arts. However, the Captain's Evoke can make the difference. Evoke can awaken your unique blood arts. You will gain significant immunity to the bias. The herd will reach the Far East soon. It is up to all of you to awaken these new abilities. Those powers are the backbone of our strategy. We can survive this siege.
I've given Hibari full command of operations for this coming campaign. She'll be running the show, so to speak. Since she cannot oversee all units and manage the campaign and run the war room, I'm bringing in 2 support operators. Allow me to introduce them. These are the brand new operators, Teruomi Makabe and Urara Hoshino.
Hey guys, it's a real pleasure to meet you all. My name is Teruomi Makabe. I was a field mechanic with Cradle, but I wanted to see the other side, so I put in a request to move to Operations Command. I'm grateful for the opportunity. This is still my first year, so I've got plenty to learn about ops. Nonetheless, I'm looking forward to working with each and every one of you. Thanks! Psst, Urara!
Oh, right. Hi. I mean, hello. My name is Urara Hoshino. I'm still really new at this, so I haven't worked in the field a lot, but I'm really looking forward to helping out.
To help reduce Hibari and Fran's workload, we must bring both of these operators up to speed quickly and efficiently. I'll be counting on all of you to do your part. Know that I wish you all the best of luck in the coming battles. God Eaters, you are dismissed.
Okay, time for introductions. Tatsumi, Brendan, I'd like you to meet my instructor.
Ah, this ought to be fun.
Huh?
Nothing. The name's Tatsumi Omori, captain of the Far East Branch's Satellite Defense Unit. A pleasure.
I am Brendan Bardell, God Eater of the same.
Our units always spread a bit thin. We most often work alone to defend new satellite bases while they're being constructed. I've been hearing all sorts of great stuff about your work, though. Can't wait to fight alongside you.
Yes. I am deeply grateful for all that you have done to keep the Far East secure. So, thank you.
Hey, why so formal, man? It'll be awesome to work with you, Captain. I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, Instructor. I agree.
And this is our operator? Well, the wonders never cease. Little Teru's all grown up.
Hey, I'm more surprised than anyone, Tatsumi.
You know Haru in the 4th unit, yeah? Teru here is his kid brother. We played together all the time when we were little. The ghetto was still bad, but those guys made it fun. So, Operator Makabe, how's today's mission look?
Let's see. Well, these were assigned based on the team's aptitude. I'll be sending you on a mission requiring stamina, tactical awareness, and teamwork. It should be pretty easy, right?
Got it. If it's a team you need, leave it to me.
Thank you, Cannon. That's... I must say, the den's combat potential has grown dramatically while we were gone.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, hell, even little Arena was really tearing it up out there.
We don't want them making us look too bad. Speaking of, have you been improving your accuracy, Cannon?
What? Of course I have.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I bet I could hit any target with my eyes closed.
Yeah, we're mostly worried about which target you'd hit. You know, like us. They're here.
You sure took your time, huh? We almost gave up on you.
Well, now that everyone's arrived, why don't we introduce ourselves? I'll go first. Carol Schneider, God Eater of the Satellite Defense Unit. Our current orders are to scout new sites for satellite bases. We keep the frontier secure. The obnoxious brat is Shunogawa, and the moody chick is Gina Dickinson.
Hey, who do you think you're calling a brat? If anyone's a brat here, it's him.
Yeah, thanks for that. So, like I said, Shun's the brat.
Hey!
Hello there. I'm Gina Dickinson. A pleasure to meet you.
Whatever. Shunogawa, okay? Look, I don't care if you were some elite. Don't go acting like you're better than we are.
So, if this mission doesn't pay out, we're out.
Yeah, we don't take any missions that are a waste of our epic skills. Don't you forget it.
Okay. According to our records, your unit mostly scouts sites that are far away from the den. It's really dangerous out in the wilds. But I guess at least you're used to encountering new species of Aragami all the time. Right? So, I'd like you to please go on a mission that focuses on Aragami with high monetary reward?
Music to my ears.
Aragami with a big bounty, huh? Oh yeah, I'll take them all on.
It's unfortunate. The only ones you'll have to take on are the weaklings I leave for you.
You'll be snacking on those words soon, Carol.
So, I understand the Blood Captain is to accompany us on this mission,
Yes.
Well, you two little boys can stop your bickering then. Odds are good that the lion's share will go to the captain here.
I wouldn't bet on it. This hunter always gets his prey.
Not a chance. There ain't no way you'll top me.
Enough is enough. We've heard the boast, so let's go out and get the beast. I can't wait.
Livy reporting. Target has been sighted. Commencing primary execution tactics. Oh, it seems we were too late.
Target's well past corrosion phase 3. He's already initiated transformation. As it stands, your God Arc has no chance against it. Livy, you will need to adapt the target's arc.
Understood. I've adapted. Let's begin. I recovered their armlet.
Well done, Livy. Information officer, the items are secure. You may proceed with the operation and collect the God Arc.
Acknowledged.
Leave the cleanup to us, Livy. You're free to return to base. Livy! Livy, do you read us?
Yes, acknowledged. I'm returning to base now.
Target has been eliminated. Mission accomplished, Director Feldman. Next target, the Far East branch.
The Far East.
Ah, welcome. Welcome, everyone. Please allow me to make introductions. This gentleman you see is Director Isaac Feldman, the head of Fenrir Intelligence.
So, you're the new captain of the Blood Special Forces. Rather younger than I imagined you'd be. Well, no matter. As the director allowed, I am Isaac Feldman, the eyes and ears of Fenrir's intelligence branch.
Director Feldman, if you'd like to go over the details?
Of course. It's a simple matter. Fenrir Intelligence is here to stake claim to the Spiral Tree. We intend to name it as Sacred Ground.
Sacred Ground?
A region managed in name by Fenrir and its affiliates, but shared amongst all of humanity. It will be free. Once the designation begins, and the details are cut through, as it were, Fenrir will construct a research center and begin studying.
So, strip away the bureaucratic red tape, and what you're really doing is stealing away the Spiral Tree from the Far East branch.
Oh, you believe so? All we intend is to get some real research done. Sacred Ground is no place for kids to play amateur scientists. For years now, headquarters has had almost no say in the actions of the Far East. We've had no control over this war's front line. And I tell you now, Fenrir Intelligence does not intend to remain in the dark. I assume there is no objection to that, Doctor?
You have something to say?
Dr. Soma, your research has been stalled for a while now. Think of the bright side. Now you'll have a partner as eager for answers as you. Ah, and Captain, Director Feldman has asked for your help. With the two of you working together, you're sure to solve the Spiral Tree's mysteries.
I've only heard good things about your blood unit. Your help could be instrumental. Let's see if you live up to the hype. Observe. The Spiral Tree is a massive collection of active oracle cells. In essence, an Aragami built on an impossible scale. Our studies naturally disrupt this massive cell. In order to keep it stable, and our scientists safe, we need to position control devices. Your objective is to serve as escorts for the God Ark soldiers that will be moving the devices. We don't know what awaits us. Now then, have you any questions about your task?
Yeah. What about Julius? He's still inside that tree sealing the apocalypse. Is he gonna be all right if we start digging through?
I assure you, we are fully cognizant of Captain Visconti's situation. We will not allow any harm to come to him, if it can be avoided. We believe his presence inside helps to maintain the balance. If the tree's energy is shifted or altered, the whole thing could collapse. Keeping all our citizens safe is the main reason Fenrir wishes to claim the tree. So, Guardian, any other questions?
No, sir. Understood, Director.
Excellent. Now, Corporal Collab, step forward.
Yes, sir.
Blood is hereby recommissioned as a division serving Fenrir Intelligence under Corporal Livy Collette. There is no room for failure in this mission. Dismissed.
It's good to see you, Captain. How are you? Do you have a moment to talk? I'm very glad to see that you and Sheila are doing well. A lot happened since I was recalled to HQ, but I've been trying to make amends where I can. Director Feldman invited me to participate in this operation, and I knew it was my best chance to fix things. Fenrir decided to refocus on manned God Ark soldiers. Not a bad decision, and I'm the best specialist they have. I am looking forward to working alongside you, Captain. I thought you'd ask. I'm sure the rogue unmanned soldiers are still rampaging outside the den. The autonomous control drove those soldiers over the edge. Manned ones are far less risk. Manned soldiers have limitations, of course, but now anyone with training can pilot one. Most important, a human is always in control. I will not have another disaster on my watch. I swear to you. Busy. Constantly. After testifying about Rachel and Friar, I was finally allowed to go home, for a short while. I had to freeze the God Arc soldier program. So much for my family's noblesse oblige. There was barely time for sleep, let alone time with my grief. I kept insisting I'd retire. That barely got me through the day. I'll stop after the trial, I said, after my research is done. Just goes to show you, here I am, back in the Far East, overseeing the God Arc soldier programs. I keep hoping I'll find some closure here. That tree is just a mausoleum for my sister. Director Grimm is tough. No, not like you. He's a survivor in many ways. When all was said and done, he laid the blame on Rachel and Julius. Won a ton of compensation. That's how he got the God Arc soldier program restarted. But Feldman's in charge now. Thank you. You always were dependable. I appreciate you hearing me out. By the by, Dr. Cujo is back on Friar as well. He's assisting me in the labs. He was torn up when my sister died. It may help if you could be kind to him. I know you.
Everything has been arranged. It seems we're ready to begin testing the device.
Acknowledged. The area around the spiral tree is secure. Preparations complete.
Good. Now, let it begin.
Far East reporting, Director Feldman. We're beginning the monitor sync. Friar, are we all green?
Friar reporting. All bias field pulses around the spiral tree are within normal parameters.
Dr. Cujo, please verify.
What? Yes, normal. I mean, everything is functioning.
Control device function confirmed. Sync preparations complete. Go ahead.
Copy.
Director Feldman, how should we time your sync interval?
5 seconds should suffice. I want to be updated the moment you get a new reading. Understood?
Sir.
There's a strange reading coming from Device 5.
Prior report. Can you confirm this reading? What's your opinion, Dr. Cujo?
Well, based on the pattern, it's likely just the physical layer, Director, sir. Nothing more. Nothing to worry about.
I am not worried. Perhaps an Aragami got a hold of the connecting cables. Damn nuisance. Corporal Livy, head to Friar and confirm the state of Control Device 5 and the other cables. I want this handled immediately.
At your command. Blood Captain, you're with me. We'll depart in 10 minutes.
Man, these shifts are just endless. I wish I had the day off today.
You and me both. I haven't had a break since we got out here.
It's tough for sure. But Dr. Leia and Dr. Cujo have been working round the clock. Me, I'd snap under that pressure.
Without a break, they'll go crazy. Hey, is it time for the ceremony?
I am honored to work with the Far East on this grand endeavor. Together, we can stride into history and change this world. Great sacrifices have already been made in the name of progress. Captain Julius Visconti and Dr. Rachel Claudius gave up their lives to erect the spiral tree, to bless this land with fertility once more. This beautiful, hallowed tree serves as mankind's strongest bastion, keeping at bay the threat of apocalypse forever. Now humanity can stand again as one, free from terror, destruction, and Aragami. Humanity will survive!
Wow. They're really loving it.
Yeah. The director certainly has a knack for these sorts of things.
It is in honor of their beloved memory, of those that fell in service of the greater good, that we dedicate this shining tree, our sacred ground. We of Fenrir hereby swear to defend humankind's beautiful bastion.
The devil is that? Spin the choppers and evacuate the civilians. I need all the intel in my hands as soon as possible. You have 30 minutes at most. Get going. We'll keep the briefing short. As regards to the change in the spiral tree, we can't even gain access to the outer edges. The investigation won't be easy. All we know is that the shift was brought about by an outside catalyst. Moreover, Julius's singularity response has disappeared from all our scans.
Did something happen to him? Is the devouring apocalypse gonna push through?
Most likely, though we have no real way of knowing.
If so, there may not be much time left.
I'm considering alternative measures to resolve this situation effectively. We'll continue to scour the exterior for any clues we can find, as well as commencing an operation to enter the tree.
Seriously? You want to go inside that thing?
I wish to put my theory to the test. I could explain it, but it's better to show you. Please, join me on Friar. Livy, please stand by until everything is prepared.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I know that God Arc.
Yes, Julius's. And with any luck, our key to the spiral tree. Do you know what must be done with a God Eater who has fallen to the Aragami infection?
Yes, sir.
I think everyone in the Far East knows how to handle that. With some exceptions.
The best way to protect lives is to eradicate the rogue infected with their own God Arc. Hence, if the spiral tree is somehow still Julius after infection by the apocalypse, the only way to create an entrance is to carve one out with his own God Arc.
Great plan, except it's impossible to use someone else's God Arc.
Normally true. That is, except for her.
Director Feldman, we've accessed Julius's God Arc. It should be ready, sir.
Livy, if you are prepared, please begin. Livy has several bias factors within her, and is unique in that she can bond with any God Arc. Once she has completed the process and become one with Julius's Arc, she can cut us a path into the tree.
20% compatibility, sir.
Excellent. Livy, you may stop. Battle experience will be required to increase compatibility further.
Understood.
Captain, I understand you possess the evoke ability. I am told it increases the power of God Arcs and allows the wielder to learn unique talents. Good. Accompany Corporal Livy on the exterior scouting. Help her to acquire a blood art. She'll need the full power of Julius's Arc if we're to have a chance of entering the tree. I trust you know what's at stake.
Livy reporting. Target has been sighted. Commencing primary execution tactics.
Are your blood arts advancing, Livy?
Yes, sir. I'm transitioning rather well.
Very good. Describe for me in detail the effect of the Captain's blood power. What does this evoke entail?
It seems a form of resonance, sir. It's close to the one seen with second-generation God Arcs.
That is all?
I'm not truly a member of Blood. I cannot learn more.
Any rejections?
Nothing I can't handle, sir. However, I will likely require a stabilizer eventually.
They're useless if you've already passed the threshold. Livy, you must be careful. Please.
Understood. Wait, that sound. Something's coming. Damn! Fall back! Are you awake? I apologize, Captain. I held you back. I'll make amends. Nothing but static on the comms. I suppose we must be pretty far down. We need to make it to the surface. My bias factor may run out soon. Are you all right? Yes, I'm quite well, thank you. No, not much. You are full of questions. Not that I'm angry to hear you ask. It's simply, you remind me of someone I knew a long time ago. Here. A new species. Stay sharp. Captain Julius. He's alive. Somewhere inside the tree.
So you've all come. Excellent. In that case, let us waste no more time. First, Corporal Livy has earned blood arts. She now fights with the powers unique to Julius's arc. Second, we are at last prepared to begin Operation Gateway and secure an entrance into the spiral tree. The plan is simple. No frills are needed. We enter the tree, locate the cause of the disaster, and eradicate said cause. Now then, to the briefing. Our entry point is here, inside the abandoned God Arc soldier factory near the tree's base. Livy will carve a path into the tree. It should not resist Julius's arc. Intelligence officers will then pilot an array of God Arc soldiers inside. They will set up a series of control devices along our route. Blood will serve as our rear guard, remaining inside the factory and ensuring no Aragami enter the tree.
Director Feldman, the Blood unit would be best put to use in the scouting teams. We humbly request that duty.
Thank you, but leave that to the experts. We cannot allow your personal ties to come before our mission objectives. Moving on. Our scientists have only been able to study the tree's surface. The interior should be far more unstable. As before, we will rely on the control devices to move forward. They should be able to shore up the route and allow us safe travel through the spiral tree. We will monitor them simultaneously from here. Friar, Director Feldman here. Dr. Leia, do you read me?
Yes, Director Feldman.
You have the command, Doctor. The God Arc soldiers will heed your orders. Your task is to ensure that our path is stabilized and secure.
Yes, Director. Understood.
This will conclude the mission briefing. Thank you for your help, Dr. Leia. We are now severing the connection.
Acknowledged. Thank you. Dr. Cujo, the official request will come down tomorrow, but I was hoping you'd pilot one of the God Arc soldiers at the spiral tree.
Of course, Dr. Leia.
They've really sped up the program since I left. Most pilots haven't even finished basic training. Thank you for all your help, Doctor. I appreciate it.
My pleasure, Dr. Leia. I'm proud to help.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. I've still got some work to do on the God Arc soldiers, so I'll be up for a while. What about you?
I'll stay here. I have to optimize the control devices for tomorrow. Have a good night.
All right, I'll see you later. Just be sure not to push yourself too hard, okay?
Operation Gateway will commence in T-1 minute. God Arc Soldier Alpha, report in.
God Arc Soldier Alpha, all green.
Soldier Beta?
Yes! This is God Arc Soldier Beta. I'm good. I mean, green. Lots of green.
Very good. Corporal Livy, are you prepared?
Livy here. I'm ready on your command.
Weapons free. You may begin.
We are locked.
All units, prepare for the activation of the control device.
Corporal Livy reporting in. Our primary objective has been achieved. The operation was a success.
Do you really think Captain Julius is in there?
Fine. I guess we'll let the God Arc soldiers lead.
The opening into the spiral tree is still stable.
Soldier Alpha, prepare to initialize the device. All other units, form a distant perimeter. We cannot allow any Aragami to approach.
Aye, sir.
Blood unit, God Arc Soldier Beta, hold the line at the factory. The entrance is yours to guard. Keep it secure from all threats.
Blood here, we copy.
Director, God Arc Soldier Beta's vitals are fluctuating.
Soldier Beta, what's wrong? Dr. Cujo. Cujo, report. Cujo, can you hear us?
God Arc Soldier Beta has entered the spiral tree.
Fall back. Get him out of there, now! Stop him!
God Arc Soldier Beta is past the safe area. Beacon response has disappeared.
Initiating defragmentation. Commencing.
She's inside the system!
Shut it down!
Sir, we're getting no response to the command.
Sever the cables if you must!
Cable's purging!
It's no good. It won't stop.
Contamination has spread to the opening.
No, no, no. It won't shut down. The tree's exterior is being poisoned as well.
My God, how did this happen?
A massive bias field disruption is coming through. It's an Aragami.
Soldier Alpha, get out of there!
Just say again, sir. There's too much interference.
This one's yours! Engage!
On it!
Let's go!
Yes, sir.
I did it.
All for you, Dr. Rachel! All for you!
Video mail accessed. Hello, Dr. Cujo. If you see this, my mission has failed. My dream of a new world, unfettered by chains of corruption and human weakness.
Rachel, I can't believe it.
I will not beg your forgiveness, for I have never earned it. I treated you so poorly, my sweet Cujo. I know you wanted us to be closer. I too wanted us to know one another in a beautiful promised land, a world after my apocalypse. Could have been so wonderful. I know I should have told you the truth long ago, but I was afraid you would refuse, that you would reject me for my weakness. I'm sorry. Had I but trusted you, we could have been happy.
I would have done anything for you, my darling Rachel. Given anything just to see you smile.
You're so warm, Sohei. So kind. And I was wicked, cruel, undeserving. If you can find it in your heart, I have one last thing to ask of you. Will you hear my final request?
You need me, my love. You need me! I've never longed for anything else. Rachel. I swear. You were here, as you promised. I knew you would be. My Rachel, thank goodness.
Thank you, sweet Cujo. Thank you. Without you, none of this would have been possible. I had dreamed you would come for me. It seems that kind fate is not yet finished with us. We are to be entwined, Sohei. One way or another. Walk with me, Sohei. Evermore. Walk beside me. Within me. At last. Now it can begin. Why do you continue to fight me, my angel?
Rachel!
Let me show you my hope. I can promise a brighter future all at your hands. You will burn this world clean. Julius. 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 Oh, Julius. 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 Oh, you always were so headstrong. But I forgive you. I will never surrender, not until you come to understand me. And you will understand me.
Is it really over now? Did we win?
Defense unit, do you read me? You need to fall back.
Not happening, Hibari. This is our home, and we mean to keep it safe. We'll fight to the last man and the last round if we must.
Hey, we've even got time for a little chat. We're fine. We're good.
First unit, circle around to support their flanks. Let's go!
Yes, sir.
Blood unit reporting. We're jumping in on this fight. Let's go!
Hibari, can you hear me? It's Tatsumi. The Aragami are... they're all running away.
We see it on screen. It's like they're heading back to the tree from all over the Far East.
That blood power. I know it.
Me too. It's his. It's Romeo's.
Welcome back. So, were the God Arcs functioning all right out there?
Not quite. They just stopped working for a little while. What happened?
When the Aragami horde turned away, it seemed like everyone's God Arcs stopped working.
Rumor has it there was a power outage over the entire branch.
In a manner of speaking. All Oracle cells in a wide range shut down temporarily.
Something emitted a blast that froze every Oracle cell in the immediate vicinity. Anything that runs on them went down in a flash. A few Aragami just crumbled when the blast hit them. Their cells necrotized and they were just... gone. The origin point of the blast was right here. The only conclusion we've been able to come up with is that somehow Romeo's blood power activated to save you.
Romeo's power?
I so totally knew it was. It had to be Romeo.
Then you all felt that same power?
Yeah. It was the same one we sensed when Romeo died, and Julius came back alone. I could never forget that feeling.
Romeo's God Arc has been dormant since he... died. We've been trying to access it, but to no avail. And all of a sudden, this happens. You all unleashed your blood power in that battle. That might have caused some resonance with whatever power remained.
You mean his God Arc is still working?
It may sound strange, but it's almost better to say, still alive. It's gone dormant again, but there is power there.
Still alive?
A God Arc is essentially a man-made Aragami. It lives, it breathes, keeping pace along with its wielder. There is a chance, however small, that Romeo's soul still lives on inside his God Arc. But I have no option but to seal it away. It's dormant now, but if it awakens again, it could lash out. Another unseen power outage would be a catastrophe.
I'm sad to say, but she's right. Romeo's power to repel Oracle cell activity is dangerous at best, and could be fatal at worst. I swear I will continue to study his God Arc. I may need your help in the future. I know I can always count on you. We have news about the spiral tree. A tempest made of activated Oracle cells prevents us from getting anywhere near the inside. Just as before, if blood can't find a way to do it, then no one can.
Agreed. None of our control devices have nearly enough capacity to stop the storm. Could we harness the force you suggested in your report concerning the recent power outage?
You mean Romeo's blood power? Potentially, I guess. It may be able to deactivate the storm cells. There's still so much we don't know about blood power. Who knows if we'll be able to control it?
Who knows indeed. This is owed more consideration then. Thank you for your help, Doctor.
Director, I have something to say, if I may speak freely.
It's the only way, isn't it? I didn't want to put you in that position. First, I must beg your forgiveness. These catastrophes that have befallen us all may be laying at my feet. I apologize. Still, there is a chance to fix matters. I cannot do it alone. I'll need each and every one of you. You have my thanks. To begin, we must verify all we know. Dr. Rachel managed to deceive Cujo. She asked him to bind the Emmerse device into the tree. The device awakened her. Now her will holds both Julius and the spiral tree in her sway. Once more, she aims to unleash the apocalypse. Unless we can rescue Julius, she will succeed. And that brings us to our plan of attack. Please, observe. As before, we will carve out a path and secure it with the control devices. Our main obstacle is the constant vortex of active oracle cells that guard the entrances. We believe we can use the same power that forced the Aragami mass retreat to get past. The resonance from Romeo's God Arc attenuates oracle cells. It can even slay weaker Aragami. Using the power bound up in his God Arc, we'll dissipate the oracle cells and enter the tree.
We have no control over Romeo's God Arc. His power can't tell the difference between Aragami oracle cells and our God Arcs.
Livy does have control, or rather, she can. In time, she can bond with his God Arc and gain some measure of command over it. What say you, Director Sakaki?
All of Blood will serve as a support unit for Corporal Livy, so she can give her complete focus to controlling Romeo's God Arc. Captain, as with Julius's Arc, your evoke skill may help her to draw forth some latent powers. I want you to stay by her side every waking moment.
We will range into the tree, find the source of Rachel's will, and eradicate it. Once our mission is complete, we will find a way to save Julius. Only he can stop the apocalypse. Any questions? The team dug through Cujo's logs and journal entries. They revealed a mass of unreported meetings with Dr. Rachel. We're still sussing out the details, but right now it seems more than likely she abused his affection for her. Rachel was clever. She brought him into her scheme as a failsafe, to ensure that even if she died for the cause, an apocalypse would rise. Pull it up on screen. As you can see, Cujo secretly installed the Emmerse device in one of our control safeties outside the tree. It was triggered or timed to release during the dedication ceremony. You all saw how that ended. I suspect the Doctor's primary goal was to stall Julius, thus creating a path for Cujo himself to enter. His secondary task was to compile a device that would serve to reconstitute Rachel's will once he had broken free. Once deployed, it did just that, locating and rebonding what remained of Rachel. Once the entire construct was under her control, she was able to seek out another source for the apocalypse.
I can tell you what I know about the Emmerse device. Upon examining Cujo's terminal, I discovered blueprints for a modified version of the device. It began as a form of the autonomous control system developed for unmanned God Arc soldiers. But it can do far more than just that. You see, the entire concept of the Emmerse device was Rachel's. It was meant to stall Julius and recompile Rachel's memory once she was consumed by the tree.
Romeo's blood power repels oracle cells. It shuts them down.
It affects anything with oracle cells, right? So God Arcs and bias factors are just as vulnerable.
Precisely. God Eaters are not exempt. It's a perfect double-edged blade. If we're to stand any chance at all, it is with Livy holding some measure of control over his God Arc.
A few final matters to attend to. We need far more than Fenrir intelligence. HQ, the Far East, and Cradle, all are necessary. We'll need outriders in the tree, a secure base camp, and reliable supply lines. What say you?
Cradle is well versed in building satellite bases. That should serve. Later on, we'll have Alyssa meet with the old man to figure out the details.
We're facing a threat unlike any before. Thank you for all you've done.
So cool.
It is rather wondrous. It's difficult to tell in here, but we should be almost halfway up the tree. Gil, are you all right?
Huh? No, I'm fine. Really, fine. Just not so big on heights.
Really? Wow, Gil. Huh? What's that singing?
No! Away!
I can't see anything! Stay alert, everyone!
Ah, it's you. Tell me, why have you come to this place? That's some greeting for an old friend. So, why don't you answer me this time? Why have you come to this place? It seems to me that you abandoned my Julius here. You left him to tend to your spiral tree, forgotten in your sacred land. You claim to care for him, but you let him linger here. If you didn't truly wish to part with him, you should have told him long ago. Perhaps you should have spoken your mind when poor Romeo was offered up. Alas, if you'd only gone with him, if you'd only gone to his aid, then maybe innocent Romeo would not have fallen so. Maybe then Julius would not have contracted the Black Plague, would not have coughed up his blood and burned his skin with scars. What of the day when he came to you with shadows upon his eyes and told you he would leave your little family? If you'd done more to stop him then, maybe he'd not have been alone in the spiral tree, with the ghosts of Aragami slain, arrayed against him. I tested you, tested humanity. Even if I hadn't, you would still face the same fire. Fools, beyond fools, you have fated yourselves to burn. For every challenge you have faced, you have failed. Time and time again, you could have turned to me, and yet, naught but silence. You were given one last chance, one final opportunity to cleanse this world in peace. And you were still. You waited. So now, once more, tell me true. Why have you come to this place? You are ever defiant. Oh, my little warrior. So, you have resolved to bring Julius back, have you? Will such a simple thing save this world? To resurrect your mistake? Very well, my children. Your hand is dealt, and fate stands ready. If you desire to take him, you are more than welcome to try. Yet know this. Tearing free singularity from my devouring apocalypse will bring a terrible wrath. It will drown you in conflagration. And all the while, you ponder. Save you, save your allies in blood. Does anyone else truly wish to see Julius return to your world?
Captain, are you okay?
Look, there! It's...
Hey, what the hell?
You felt it too? That Aragami's resonance. I'm certain I know it.
Yeah, it felt almost exactly like the captain's blood power.
tight!
Look, what are those things?
Such force! Everyone, hold fast! Livy! Please, we need it now. Grant me the power, Romeo!
Captain, we need to fall back to the branch immediately. Nana, can you take hold of Livy? She'll need our help.
Got her!
Gil, cover our retreat. The last thing we need is an ambush.
On it.
Far East Branch, come in. We're falling back to the mouth of the tree with injured. Send an escort team to meet us.
Thank you for your report, Captain. Do you have a moment to spare? I've been hoping to speak with you. Has Corporal Livy told you anything of her past? Livy. She was raised at Magnolia Compass Orphanage by Rachel and Leia. You could almost say she was a test run for Julius. We found out too late that her home for the lost was only a cover to test bias factors adaptation on children. Livy was the first she found that showed any true promise. But Rachel named her a failure. Livy could adapt, and well, but not before experiencing violent rejection of the core bias factors. Each attempt drew from her very life. Once Rachel discovered that Julius could adapt with no side effects at all, Livy was discarded. And here I am asking her to continue to sacrifice and bleed to save Rachel's pet team and her beloved Julius. I wish it weren't so. Livy is logical to a fault. In all my years with her, she's never taken action I could not understand. But I don't know why she fights at your side. In the end, I suppose it's of little consequence. All that matters, all that I ask, is that you keep her safe. Thank you, Captain. That'll be all.
Of course. Director Feldman told you everything. Well, I suppose it's all as he said. I was raised at Magnolia Compass Orphanage by the Claudius family. You see, after Julius arrived, Dr. Rachel all but abandoned me. He was the prize. I had only been a failure.
Hey, you're not even kind of a failure, and you know it. You're so strong and brave. You're awesome, Livy. Come on.
I'm sorry for the trouble I've caused. I wasn't trying to hide my past. I should have told you. I should have said something. Even if I accepted my lot in life, there was no way to know how you'd feel.
We understand, Livy. Were we in your place, we may have done the same. Tell me, when you use another's God Arc, does it hurt you?
Yes, it does.
Then we will find another way. It is as simple as that. There's no need to use Romeo's God Arc if it pains you to do so.
She'll?
We want to save Julius, more than anything. But we would never abandon another friend to do it. He'd never let us. And if Romeo were alive, and he knew just how dangerous that power was, if he knew it was siphoning your life, he'd do anything he could to protect you. I'm certain of that.
Yeah, Shield's right. Find another way.
Please don't misunderstand. I have to fulfill my vow. I choose to fulfill my vow.
Vow?
Yes. I made it for a friend when we were both very small. A promise. I'll never forget it. When I was a child, after Julius arrived, I wanted nothing more than to disappear. I'd lived for Dr. Rachel's praise. I did all I could to meet her every expectation. And in one instant, the blink of an eye, I lost everything. For the first time, I was ashamed of who I was. More than anything, I wanted to fade away, to close my eyes and be gone. I was alone. Again.
Hey, you guys. Didn't that girl used to be Dr. Rachel's favorite?
Yeah, she was. What's she doing in this class with the other losers?
Dr. Rachel found a new favorite, a new kid named Julius. She's always with him.
That kind of sucks. You think Dr. Rachel just ditched her?
Maybe. Oh, that's really hard.
Yeah, but we should probably keep our distance.
For sure. We don't want Dr. Rachel to hate us, too. Hey, a new kid in our year? Oh, Romeo!
Wait, Romeo, stop! You can't go in the girls' class. You're a boy. Hey, come back!
Hey, how you doing? My name's Romeo Leone. What's yours? Wow, you're real quiet, huh? Good for you. You just gotta tell me your name, that's all. Super easy, right? Please? Please? Hello? Hello?
Go away.
Hey, it worked! Wow, you got a super cool voice. So, what's your name?
At first, he was just annoying. blood power isn't to repel things. It's more like his heart, that gift he had to turn even stubborn enemies into best friends. I pushed him away so much, and every day he would come back. His power is like him, kind and gentle.
Livy!
You're all so like him. I can see why he loved you. Thank you for worrying about me. This is why I will adapt to his God Arc. Why I will suffer to do so. I'll proudly fight in Romeo's stead to protect those he held dear. I made a promise to Romeo, and one to myself. Those words will always be with me.
We'll help you fulfill them, Livy. That is our promise.
Thank you so much.
I can hear the beat of those black butterflies' wings.
So, I don't hate bugs or anything, but those ones, they really freak me out for some reason. Why do they walk like that? Huh? Guys, what are they doing?
Far East Branch. Branch, respond. The captain and I have been separated from the blood unit. Can you find the others?
Far East here. Hold on. We'll check for vital signs. They're okay. They're all alive, but I can't quite pinpoint their locations.
Understood. We must head back to the branch and mobilize a search party. There's no time to lose.
What the? Where am I? Kate? Kate! No, it's...
You have to face what's real, Gil.
Kate.
All those things Rachel said, I know what she meant now. I know she was right. If the devouring apocalypse rises, God-Eaters may disappear, but Aragami disappear too. Take a breath and really think about it. Don't you agree it's better to take that risk? To look the end square in the eyes, instead of living behind walls, like cowards. No other God-Eater would know my pain. No one would face the fire of Aragami infection. Our time has passed. Our days are done. But, Gil, we can at least spare the children, can't we? The children that I will never know.
Stop. You don't know, Kate. Maybe, in the end, the devouring apocalypse really is the only way to heal this world. Maybe we can't defeat it. But if we just give in, it would devour everything that makes us human. Our hope,
It would erase what we've become. It would erase our friends, Julius, the captain, everyone. And every trace of the God Eaters who gave up so much to protect humanity. Don't they deserve to be remembered? Don't you? I can never side with Rachel. Besides, you're not my Kate. Just a shadow. Rachel, you coward. I'll never forgive you!
This way. I heard something. There. Thank goodness Gil's safe.
Welcome to the party. Just in time. I'm gonna turn this thing to dust. Come on, fight with me!
Huh? Where am I? What is...
Nana, you ready for breakfast?
Mommy! Wait, is this a dream?
I hope you're not still lazing about in bed, sleepyhead. Come on and help me with breakfast. Most important meal of the day.
Huh? It looks really good.
Eat up, sweetie. I know things have been really crazy lately, but don't worry, my little kitten. From now on, I'll always be here.
Mom! Mommy!
Shh, it's okay. Here, I'm sure you're hungry. You remember your promise?
Right! I won't cry, and I won't get mad. Just like always.
And if you're lonely?
I'll eat an Odin sandwich. Thank you for the food.
Enjoy, honey. Wow, look at you and your big appetite, Nana. It always makes me so happy to see you eat.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Hey, Mommy. Guess what? I've got something great to tell you.
Yes, sweetie?
I have the best friends in the world now. We spend so much time together. We fight the Aragami, we tell jokes and stories, and... Where'd they go? I wanted to introduce you.
That's awful, Nana.
Huh?
Shame on you. Bothering those good people with all your petty fears.
What? Mom,
They lied to you, honey. You're a burden to them, just like everyone else. I'm the only one who really loves you, Nana. Only your mommy is here for you. I've been gone for a long time, but I swear I'll never leave you again. My sweet Nana.
I missed you so much. But, Mom, it's okay. They're the best. They told me they like me for who I am, no matter what. And I know it's true, too. I ran away once before, but they came to find me. Whenever I'm with them, they make me feel so safe. They accept me. Julius, Romeo, Gil, Sheil, the captain. I know that no matter what, they love me so much. And they're always happy to see me, Mom, whether I'm laughing or crying.
Nana.
More than anything, I want to help them. To repay them for being the best team and the best friends I could ever ask for. I'm still not sure what I can do, how I can protect them. But I know I have to find them. Oh, this door is stuck. Then, yeah! Oh, sorry about that, Mom. Could you fix it? I gotta go help my friends. Love ya!
Nana? Hey, Nana!
What? Huh? Hey! I finally found you guys! Oh, I'm so glad that we're all together again.
Nana, are you alright?
I'm great! I feel like I just had the best dream ever. Mom was there, and there were sandwiches!
That's lovely, Nana. Really. We can't wait to hear all about it. Right after we crush this thing.
Shield. You defied my only wish. I asked you to let me go. Why would you not obey? There's nothing for you here, Shield. Leave this place. Be safe and live a full life. Let me fight this battle.
No, Julius. We won't leave you again. We've come to bring you home.
That's foolish and you know it. If I abandon this realm, the devouring apocalypse will break free.
It'll find a way into the world whether you're here or not, Julius. You can't hold it back forever. And besides, if you really wish to have this conversation, then at least do me the courtesy of conducting it in your true form. Dr. Rachel.
I begin to bore of your cleverness, Shield. With all those wits, surely you understand the truth of what awaits when you reach Julius. Your former captain is the singularity. He is crucial, held, and cannot be torn from this place. Are you surprised? Surely kind Julius told you the truth. To remove the singularity is to annihilate your world, condemn it all. Therefore, isn't the best decision to simply allow the apocalypse to begin anew? To ignite the spark that grows to a cleansing fire? Julius is lost, Shield. The man you once knew is gone. All that remains is a fragment of the apocalypse. I wouldn't lie to you, my darling. I wouldn't lead you astray. Return to my side. For the price of your allegiance, I will pardon Blood Special Forces of all their crimes. I am willing to grant forgiveness. You can see Julius again. All of Blood can kneel to me. Swear fealty to me. Defend me. We can each of us greet the world's fall together.
I think not. Call me a fool. Maybe I am. But I will not surrender while I still have hope left. I will not give in to someone like you. It's your blood unit that taught me that. Come whatever may, Rachel. You cannot turn away this ark. I will fight for them and Julius to my last breath.
Alas, it is not to be. Then it seems we have little else to say to one another. Farewell, my Shield. In a more perfect world, I believe we would have walked hand in hand. To do this breaks my heart.
Shield, can you hear us?
Yes, I read you loud and clear.
Yes! Oh, thank goodness! We finally got through to you, Shield. Are you okay?
We're on our way to you, all right? Just hold on a little longer.
Acknowledged. Thank you. Everyone?
Yeah? Shield, what's wrong?
Nothing. I'll save it for when I see you. Fight well. I'll be right here, waiting for you.
You have dispelled the fog of deceptions, and so we'll see the end clearly.
Dr. Rachel.
Our drama has already been written. The rises and falls, the fear and doubt and pain. The restless god and I crafted the finale long ago. Only you, my loved ones, still refuse to play your appointed parts. You struggle in vain upon the stage that I have built. It saddens me that I must rewrite your lines for a far more tragic end. But at the least, you will be remembered. In this new mythos, you will be cast as villains, traitors, vile and pathetic, who tried and failed to stop the coming of the dawn. The second creation.
Enough already! Give Julius back!
Please, your sweet words and strong voices are wasted on him. Julius is mine, as he always has been. Behold how he heeds his mistress now. Come, Julius. It's time to wake up. Let free the shadow upon these skies.
Julius! Hold on tight, Julius! You got it, fighter! We won't let Dr. Rachel have you!
Captain, let's do it!
Together, Julius and I will see my spiral tree bear fruit. We need little else. Broken. Only your sacrifice is required now. As Romeo fell, so must you all. Breathe life into my new world. Now, as I ever was. And you are my heart. I
give my life for your birth. Come, my Julius. Eat. Devour everything, my dear. Now, observe, my love. Learn from Mother's example.
What is she doing?
We can't have you. They will never take away my Julius.
We must stop her! The singularity could tear open!
You...
Welcome back, Julius.
Nana. Captain, it's good to see you.
We can chat later, Julius. First, we gotta get you out of here. What do you say?
So what happened here?
Before the devouring apocalypse could break free, Rachel destroyed the core that held you. She wasn't herself. Not anymore. Tearing away the singularity would cause untold destruction. Or, so Rachel said. Devastation far beyond that of an apocalypse itself.
I see. That's why. My friends, I'm so sorry. If I'd been strong enough...
Julius, you're not alone anymore. We're strong now. We're strong together. Every one of us. And Romeo.
Yes. I'll follow wherever you lead, Captain. Everyone, are you ready?
It's about damn time.
Of course. I am ready to begin.
And me. Let's do it.
All right, Captain. At your command.
Is that a light?
This light is Romeo's power. Now, as you wished. I no longer speak with the restless god. Here, there is only silence. In that quiet, I can sense your voices. For the first time, I feel some measure of peace and serenity. It's wonderful. One final request. One last test for you all, one I know you will pass. Farewell and live, my blood, my loves, my children.
Team 1 entering Oracle Cell deactivation zone. Switching to auxiliary. All clear.
Remember, everyone, you've got less than 30 minutes in there. Proceed with the utmost caution. Over.
Understood.
Captain, do you know what happened? Where are we?
Whoa, you don't think we're dead, do you?
Maybe. Look, no armlets anymore. Feels good, huh?
No way! That's a sign! No! Oh, man, we're totally for sure dead now.
Well, you seem rather lively to me.
Julius! Livy! Wait, does this mean we all died together?
No, I don't think so. This is our world. Reborn after the apocalypse.
The apocalypse? You mean everyone in the Far East? The whole entire world's just been devoured?
Nana, take a look at the mountain in the distance. I'm almost certain it's formed of oracle cells. Perhaps even the same cells that once formed the spiral tree.
So, you believe the devouring apocalypse was interrupted somehow?
Yes, in so many words. It's only a guess, but I think the power in Romeo's God Arc, his real power, must have changed the oracle cells. It seems something far more gradual now. Not an apocalypse to devour, but slow, like the shifting of the Earth's crust.
So we stopped it. All of this is over.
We think so. For the moment, at least, this devouring apocalypse is no threat to us. Its power has dissipated. All of this is Romeo.
Yeah, thanks for helping out, Romeo. You're always awesome.
Who could have known? I gotta hand it to the kid. That power, whatever it really is, managed to save this world. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's really amazing. It's perfect.
I couldn't have said it better. Such a beautiful world. Serene, lovely, bright. A place like this could be paradise.
maybe our world was always like this before the Aragami arrived, hundreds or thousands of years ago. Maybe every site held such hope.
Hey, guys! Look over there! A helicopter!
A search party. You think it's for us?
Time to go home. But first, I had a question to ask you. Captain, I, Julius Visconti, wish to be reinstated as a member of the Blood Unit, for now and evermore. Will you still have me?
What the heck, you guys? You'd think you'd been gone or something.
It's impossible.
Oh, and, quick question. Where are we?
Romeo!
Hey!
Romeo!
Oh, ever since we stopped being god eaters, I'm never hungry anymore. I see the food, I just don't want it. Bummer.
Still looks like you eat enough for 10 people.
But it's still only half as much as when we were god eaters. I'm hungry and not hungry.
I think nothing could stop your appetite. It's been nice to have a moment of respite.
Yes, indeed, Sheil. It's the simple joys.
I hear ya. I don't think I've ever been able to just kick it like this.
Romeo's all about moments of respite. Look at the little belly he's getting. Poke!
Hey! Way harsh, Nana. It's not my fault that food is so delicious. And I'm making up for lost time.
Since we lost our armlets and became human again, I've learned quite a bit. For the first time ever, I think, I've stopped to see how warm this world is, how subtle. I'm glad we fought for it.
Yeah, I get you.
Me too. It's a world worth fighting for.
You're quite right.
For reals.
So, my friends, it would seem we're all of one mind then. It's time. Captain, shall we?
Stand with me. Blood Special Forces, let's go!
Yes, Captain!
Yes, Captain!
3 years ago, I thought my number was up. I was looking into the ARC project, doing a background check on director Schicksal. Little did I know what lay behind that creepy smile. Clever guy, though. Too damn clever. He caught me in a trap I should have seen coming, and I was left in the lurch when the mission went bad. I was surrounded, my armlet shattered, and that Aragami infection already racing through my veins. I was done, and I damn well knew it. Then that Aragami girl, Shio, appeared before me like an angel. She saved my life that night. Somehow I got out in one piece. Mostly. The blue core she gave me managed to put a halt on the infection, but it knocked me out cold. It was a long sleep, that one. While I was down for the count, my comrade shut down the ARC project. Hard. Damn proud. But when it rains, it pours. And it wasn't long after the smoke cleared that another new Aragami threatened the Far East. A white Aragami that could create a new core, even if its own was torn out. The Hannibal. Even the best God Eaters called it the Immortal One. When I woke up from my long nap, the blue core in my arm had been entirely drained of power. Barely even a hint of its light remained. The memories of that time are mostly just gone. All I know for sure is how hungry I was. Constant, aching hunger. I wandered aimlessly outside the bounds of the Far East branch for I couldn't even say how long. Every now and then, I'd run into an Aragami. I didn't have my God Arc. That was long since gone. But I struck out of habit. Something like an arc materialized. That ain't right. Something like an arc grew. It was only then, only in the throes of battle and tearing apart those beasts, that I felt full, satisfied. It was luck, plain and simple. I lost all reason. I blindly hunted any Aragami I found. I wandered the wild, killing anything to sate my constant hunger. In that madness, I came face to face with a Hannibal. As I jammed my blade into its body, I felt my reason return. Every time I lanced through it, I felt a little more like myself again. I glanced at my arm, and that blue core winked at me. It had regained a flickering of its former glow. Killing that white beast slowed the fury of my hunger. For the first time I could remember, the agony in my right arm dulled. Later, Director Sakaki would say, the regenerative power of its core helped repair my own. Yeah, I don't get it either. I'm still hazy on the details. Even then, my mind was clouded. But I thought those Hannibals were my only way to survive. I became a hunter that day, an apex predator, devouring Hannibals. What? Who's there? I sense you. I know you're there! A white one. Here? I never found out who that God Eater was. The one that fought at my side that fateful day. But if they hadn't been there, if I'd been alone, I'm pretty sure that mutant Hannibal would have devoured me where I stood. I was so focused on the fight, raging against the disease as much as the Aragami. I can't even remember their face. I don't know where they are now, hopefully still breathing. But I'm pretty sure I at least owe them a drink. Maybe even 2. I'm not used to this. It's not a story I tell at parties, you know. All this reminiscing makes my shoulders stiff.
Lindo?
Yeah, sorry, Fran. Be right down. A mystery God Eater saved me. I guess I'll never know who. Huh? No way.
Ow! Hey!
Hey yourself. Hold still. Jeez.
You know, Fran, it wouldn't kill you to be a bit more gentle. A pretty face like yours should never cause a man pain.
Right. Well, Nurse Ye's out for the moment, so it looks like you're stuck with me. Suck it up.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Would you rather we switch then? I can do it.
No, thank you, no. When it comes down to it, I don't know what kind of crap you pull, little bro.
That's fair.
You guys? I just want to say that I really am sorry.
Hey, none of that. Don't sweat it, Urara. I'm a tough guy. I'll just rub some dirt in it. Everything'll be fine.
But I should have... Listen, it's not your fault. It's mine. And I hope you all can forgive me for it. I thought I had considered the risks, but I guess not. The wide area link support device is just too unstable to work.
What can you do, right? Gotta break some eggs to make an omelet. Trust me, I get it. When I was a kid, I had to learn pickup lines the hard way. Yep. I got turned down plenty before I scored my first yes. And this wide area link support thing will be almost as important when it gets the kinks worked out. So keep at it. Sometimes you gotta kick the tires and think happy thoughts. Get me?
So admittedly, that's probably not how we wanted the tests to go, but we did get a lot of good results about bias field Aragami impact. We'll have to make a few minor adjustments. No big deal.
Don't worry about Urara. It's fine.
I probably could have said that better. I didn't mean to be so harsh.
Hibari, you weren't. I tell you. You said what you had to. It was necessary, really. I'm sorry, too. I passed an ugly job over to you.
No, it's fine. Promise. I mean, I understand where she's coming from. I remember feeling afraid. Empty. When I started, I was terrified. My first weeks, I was a wreck. So worried that I'd make the wrong move and someone would get hurt. I question why I wanted to be an operator in the first place, if I even deserved to be one.
The same thing happened to me. It's radically different than the simulations. All those fears creep up in battle. What if I let a scout right into a lethal Aragami? What if more enemies are brought into fight? What if I don't see them coming in time? When you're an operator, these are nightmare scenarios, and also very real. Every action, every choice, walks the line of life and death.
I get it too. Heck, I could swear you two are reading my mind. When I was an engineer, I'd hang out with the combat operators. We were stuck inside while the God Eaters fought for their lives. But actually being on the comms, giving reports? I never knew how many heart-stopping moments there were until I'd experienced them.
That panic never goes away. Seeing my friends hurt right before my eyes and I can't reach them? I still fight that urge to reach into the screen. Worse than that would be watching them get hurt and knowing I couldn't do anything. That I couldn't handle, so I became an operator.
Yeah, to make sure it never happens.
Captain! I got scared. After what happened, I was sure I wasn't meant to be an operator. Like it was too much to put in my hands, you know? But every day, you guys fight against that same fear. It's like you know my worries better than I do, and you can defeat them. If I slipped up and you got hurt, or if you... I couldn't handle it. I couldn't let that happen to you. And I won't... I'll always bring you home. We did it! Nothing bad happened and everyone's safe. I brought them home. I brought them all home.
Don't cry, sweetie. It's all right. They're safe because of your guidance. You brought them through the worst.
That's just not true. I'm the one getting them in trouble in the first place. Getting in the way of their success. Putting them in danger.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure we're all on board with naming you MVP today.
Without a doubt, Urara.
Seriously, where'd you come up with the idea to cancel out the bias fields? It was genius.
To be honest, it actually wasn't my idea at all. I borrowed it. One of the techs mentioned it offhand the other day. There was a lot of science talk and, well, they said it may fix the problem. Although right after, they laughed and said it would take a miracle for it to actually happen in the field.
Looks like they didn't anticipate you. It was your quiet effort that made a miracle happen on that field. I think that's a lesson all of us can take to heart.
That's sweet of you to say, but I don't know if it's true.
These missions are getting harder. The Aragami are getting smarter. Coordination between combat areas is critical. The use of wide area pulse fields has increased dramatically over the last few operations.
Yeah, and nothing hits harder than a pulse field. We need something to help the Godarks push through it. I'll hit up my old friends in the maintenance crew, see what they got brewing.
I still don't think I have what it takes to stand beside them, but I think I can learn. I can grow. And most important, one day I will be able to help. So I swear that I'll give my all. All right, team. Area Oracle responses are as we predicted. Instruments and vitals are all green. God Eaters are now clear to engage the enemy. Weapons free. Good luck.
And that concludes our briefing. Thank you, and fight well.
All operators, be sure to have your assigned region combat reports turned in by 1200 hours tomorrow. You are dismissed.
Miss Hibari, can I ask you a question?
Sure. What's on your mind?
It's actually something that... Well, you see, I was kind of... Why did you all decide to become operators?
Oh, let's see. I first applied to Fenrir because I wanted to fight. I wanted to be a god eater. I knew I'd have an edge if I studied strategy, and turns out I was pretty good at it. I was encouraged to take this route. Maybe it was meant to be. I never found a god arc that attuned to me or liked me. So, here I am.
I didn't know. Wow.
I don't know. Not being able to fight used to really eat at me. I always felt like there was more I could do. But I am more than proud to fight alongside the God Eaters in my own way. I'm an operator. I keep them safe. Plus, it's a nice perk of the job, getting to be the one who welcomes everybody home at the end of the day.
Oh yes, everybody.
Fran, what's that supposed to mean?
Nothing at all. I started off on the officer route. I was a cadet back at HQ. Mid-training, something occurred to me. Everyone I met there was running from the front. They weren't cadets to lead. They were in it to save their own skin. They were all such idiots. I couldn't stand the false bravado anymore, so I requested a transfer to the action. If I had stayed on the officer path, if I'd gotten closer to graduation, maybe I'd feel that way. But no. I am so grateful to have met everyone here at the Den. Everyone in blood. You've become like brothers and sisters. What is there to regret? I think I'm gonna pass on that one. Who's next?
Oh man, where do I begin this tale of heroism and other good stuff? I served as a combat engineer, you know? Down getting my hands dirty. I met all types in my many travels. Eventually, I figured I knew the God Arc so well, there had to be something better I could do with my knowledge. Something more. I applied for the transfer the next day, and bam! Here I am!
That's surprising. Sorry, that was probably a little rude, wasn't it? Well, I guess you are Haru's brother, so...
Do I look like I'd lie to you? That's it. Seriously. Yep, I can dig this. Life as an operator, that suits me just fine. Actually, I guess there is one thing that I kind of regret about leaving the engineer corps.
What's that?
All the time I used to sneak God Arcs out of lockup and take them home. I'd tinker with them for hours. Can't really do that now.
Sorry, you've been doing what?
That's the reason? Really?
Come on.
Emil, I am your father. What must I say to make you understand this? It is happening.
I have already said unto thee, you may be my father, my noble blood, but I cannot do as you demand. I must away.
Uncle von Strasbourg!
Arena! Good gracious, how you've grown.
I'm not that big yet. I've missed you.
It's the damnedest thing. I could have sworn you were your mother when I turned to see you.
Oh, you two haven't met. This is Emil's father, the Count von Strasbourg. Uncle, this is my best friend... this is the captain of the Blood Special Forces unit.
Ah, the legendary captain. I've heard much about you. My son tells the most wonderful stories. You have taught him many things. I believe he once called you his most stalwart companion on the long road of chivalry. I can imagine no higher compliment. Nothing builds character like chivalry. I remember the path myself. I walked it with a friend in my youth. Better days. But still, I must insist. That boy has followed it quite enough. He has fought many battles, earned many accolades. But I am here to take my son home. It is time he rise to lead the family. Save, the boy is so stubborn. He insists that he will not leave while Arena wishes to remain. He has sworn an oath. He respects you. Perhaps so much so that he would listen for the words to come from your mouth over mine. Of course. I wouldn't have a von Strasbourg any other way. As you know, Emil can be rash at times. Perhaps one could even call him dangerously reckless. But none of that matters. I'm afraid. I don't want to lose him. He is my son.
Oh.
I am grateful for your cooperation in this endeavor.
Hey, Captain. Look, I know Emil, and I know what he'll say. He only wants to stay here so he can watch over me in Eric's place. My big brother swore he'd always protect me. He won't leave because he doesn't think I'm ready. I'm not good enough yet as a fighter. So, I am begging you, please take me out on missions. Train me. Help me be the kind of God Eater my brother was. Yes! Oh, thank you so much. I promise I'm gonna be so good. You'll be super proud of me. Oh, and don't tell Emil, please. I know Emil can be brash. He's always a God arc first, ask questions never kind of guy. Kinda like Eric. Do you remember what I told you about my brother? After he died, I don't even know the word. I was broken for a long, long time. And then Emil sort of burst onto the scene one day at the den. That idiot marched right up to me, looked me up and down once, and said, "From this day forward, Lady Arena, I shall be your brother." That jerk. Can you believe it? I was so angry at him. I mean, how dare he, right? So I just started yelling, "You dumbass! Who made you my brother?" Looking back, I think he was just trying in his own stupid way to make me smile again. He's insane. He's arrogant and idiotic, boastful and prideful, and way over the top. The guy's never heard of tone it down. But he's always been there to look out for me. And he's sweet and kind and chivalrous. I guess the point is, I wouldn't want to hold him back. He shouldn't be stuck here just because of me. I gotta show him that I'm strong now. That I'm a knight in my own right. And he doesn't have to stay if he doesn't want to. I didn't mean to talk your ear off about this. Sorry. But thanks for listening anyway. And thanks for the training.
Arena, prithee, tell me what weighs upon your shoulders. What dark clouds rain upon thy sunny gaze?
Just shut up! It's none of your business.
Verily, thou mustn't hold back from your family. Come, speak unto thy brother, that I might heed and lend aid.
You're not my brother! Just leave me alone.
It is all right, dearest Arena. You are simply entering a rebellious phase of your womanhood. Later we shall think on this and laugh. On that note, you haven't spoken to my father since he arrived, have you? Alas, he is a senseless Philistine. Yes, I said it, even of my own father. You must simply pay him no heed. What? The fiend has already dared to involve my most beloved friends in his dastardly, devilish deceits. And... knave! Fear not, my brothers in blades, my sisters in swords. Nothing, I say again, not one thing shall tear me from this realm I love. Why, you ask? You truly wish to know what serenity lies beneath the storm of my mind? Speak not such ill japes. Allow me to recant the epic tale, tragic and beautiful, of the fabled knight Eric der Vogelweide. Later.
Why will you not heed me, boy?
I have sworn an oath to a lady, no less. You're the one who taught me the importance of that.
I've heard enough. These foolish games end right now, Emil. I return home by helicopter on the morrow, and will you or nil you, you shall be in that chopper alongside me. This I swear. If you're not awaiting me, you may consider yourself without a home to return to.
What's that? Sounds like sweet music.
Captain, we've got a big problem. An observation tower called in a Scion attack on civilian trailers. They're on the outskirts of Satellite Base 003. But Arena went to fight them all on her own. You've got to bring her back.
What? Arena? No! Why would she go after them?
She requested a simple solo hunt this morning. She must have been on her way back when the call came in. The attack wasn't along her ordered evac route. I don't understand. She hasn't called in for backup. We can't leave her out there.
Arena, damn it, girl. There's no time to lose.
Captain, Arena could be in serious trouble. Go and bring her home, please.
I ride with you!
Where the devil are you going, boy?
A knight's first duty is to be a shield to those he loves. Who was it that taught me such chivalry? Come!
That's my boy. He's a damn fool, but I can't help but be proud of his stubbornness. He will make a good heir to the Strasbourg house. Please, go with him. Ensure he stays safe. Ensure he comes home.
You foolish girl! You put in danger the life I swore to protect. How could you not call upon me?
Emil, I had to prove I was strong enough to survive, to fight on my own. I don't deserve to be a knight or a god eater, and I'm holding you back, keeping you here to watch over my stupid tries.
Fair Arena, no. I cannot leave the Far East because you are just beginning to take wing and fly. I choose to stay because I wish to see you grow in strength and life.
Huh?
If bold Eric were still here with us, would he allow even a scratch to mar your beautiful face? Would he not guard you? Even after seeing how far you've come? After watching you train endlessly to slay the vile Aragami and defend this place he defended? Would that change his love? Nay, I say, 10,000 nays! I know he would share your dream. He would encourage you every step. He would join you on the field of glorious battle. And I'm here to do so in his place. Of course, being the superior knight, I am certain to slay fiercer foes and... My apologies. Let us stay on track. In any case, one of my responsibilities as elder brother extraordinaire is to punish you for your disobedience. Do prepare yourself, young lady. I regret I must do this. I regret it. It is no use. I simply do not have it within me to cause harm to a young lady, especially not one for whom I care so deeply. No, Emil, you must strike. You took an oath mere moments ago to serve as her older brother. Strike! Move, you accursed hand! What?
I'm very sorry. I tried, but I can't persuade him to go home. I'm sorry, Uncle.
No. It is I who must apologize, my dear. I am his father, so it is natural that I was worried for his safety, but he has grown into a fine man, and I must respect his decisions. Arena, seeing you two together, well, I would think you siblings. Truly, he does remind me of your brother. I hope you'll watch over him. He needs you more than he knows.
Thank you. I swear on my god arc that I will.
He's only a fledgling knight, just grown into his armor. Guide him with a firm hand, lest he stray from the chivalrous path.
And there he goes.
Greetings and good morrow. How do you fare?
Hey, Emil. You seem even more Emil than usual today. Everything all right?
Indeed, dear Arena, indeed. For this day a legend was born unto our verdant earth. This day will be marked forever as the day you, Arena der Vogelweide, accepted me as your brother. Heaven above, the words themselves have brought me to weeping. I cannot hold back the tears. They deluge from the firmament.
Hey, get it together, you jerk! Where the heck do you get this stuff from? I never said you were my brother!
Blush not thy sisterly cheek, my dearest.
We have a bold journey before us. Hand in hand, we shall save this realm. Come, let us hold a grand feast to celebrate. To the lounge! Oh, hold fast. I must speak with the Lady Mutsumi first. What should we serve at this grand occasion, Captain?
Will you just go away and leave me the heck alone?
Hey, Mon Capitan. I got a favor to ask. Starting today, we're gonna collect some new materials. That's right, it's God Arc overhaul time. Basically, every Fenrir branch has all kinds of ownerless, unattuned God Arcs just sort of lying around. Most of them want to be in the action, so they require a special touch to keep them dormant. I'm talking materials, man. But of course, you're 95% awesome by volume, so the items on your shopping list are a little more challenging. You know, sometimes I just browse the God Arc database. I find user preferences, fascinating. So, I got a question for you. When you gaze upon a God Arc, tell me, where do your eyes fall? So young. Yeah, that's an important element when it comes to winning fights. So let me do a little rephrasing. What part do you think is most attractive? You know, to an engineer. Oh, the chest. Oh, Captain, you are indeed a connoisseur. You see, it's the curve of the spine, the toned muscle of the back of the blade that truly gives it such power. Specialized strengths. People get so hung up on the edge. It's flashy and it's sharp, but without support, that blade is nothing. The finest God Eaters, the truly great, do see things with a different eye. Thank you. Thank you. Do any other parts draw your gaze? Trance you? Now there is a place that I am rather fond of. Oh, I spent many an hour musing on it. The legs! Oh, Captain, you are most discerning. Like a sommelier of God Arc vintages. The parts that join the flesh of God Arc, that make it a God Arc. Those little connections that facilitate transformation. In the early days of God Arcs, we're talking like classics. The way the legs were constructed was critical. And now, with all the new type God Arcs, nothing beats a fine set of legs. Do any other parts draw your gaze? Entrance you? Now there is a place that I am rather fond of. Oh, I spent many an hour musing on it.
Hey, Mon Capitan. It's almost time to go. What are you two chatting about, huh? Having fun?
Just discussing the merits of anatomy. You know, the chest, the legs, that sort of thing.
Oh, so young. You're still focused on that level. I miss those halcyon days.
Wait, what?
So very, very young. I was once like you. The only thoughts in my head were of bust lines and leggings. Things were simpler then. And I am man enough to admit that I was once so easily led astray. But all of that, my little apprentices of appraising-ness, is a thing of the past.
Really? Well, what are you into now, Haru? Come on, man, you gotta tell me.
The neck.
The neck! The end of a God Arc's handle. The one people so crudely toss away as though it's nothing. The grip, they disdain.
That's right, little brother. The neck is where everything comes together. Or perhaps it is where everything begins. Its thickness, length, subtle curves. Yes! These alone determine the beauty of an entire silhouette against a moonlit night.
Of course. How could I have been so blind? Yet now, it's as if the sky is open above and the purifying rain falls.
Don't beat yourself up, kid. It's a long road to maturity. Good thing you've got me to guide you on the way. You've taken yet another step on your quest, on your journey towards the Grail. What an auspicious omen to begin a mission!
Hey, Haru. What's eating you, man? I'm not used to seeing you without a grin on your face.
Oh, sorry, it's nothing. Just some bad memories is all. Kate had something to tell me that day. The day she died. We were up early that morning and she said she wanted to talk.
You ready to head out?
Sure.
Hey, Haru?
Yeah?
Well, it's nothing. I wanted to talk to you about something. It's kind of important, but it could take a while. Let's wait.
Come on, sweetheart. If you want something from Haru, just let me know.
Oh, just shut up! Although, I guess if you really wanted to give me something, I might accept a gift. I don't know, something shiny? Maybe a ring?
Sure. Girls like pretty things. I guess I'll look around and see what I can find. Well, best get to work. Monsters to slay. We'll talk later.
Yeah, later. Have a good day.
Then she left us all. She died before we ever had a chance to talk like that again. I never knew what she'd say. It's no good dragging it up now, you know? But it's one of those things. When I remember, it all seems so unfinished.
That reminds me.
What?
It was a while before that day, but I'd heard Kate was running around meeting with someone. Something about it struck a chord. I asked her about it once, but I couldn't get anything out of her. She just put on that Kate smile. Haru can't know yet. It's gonna be a big surprise. She grinned.
And why did you wait all this time to tell me?
I'm sorry, man. Saying anything about Kate has been tough. We both miss her. But time passes, things happen, and here we are.
Don't worry about it, Gil. I get you. For a while, it was hard to talk to you. The memories came flooding back. Anyway, I shouldn't have dredged it all up. Come on, let's head home.
So, I went through all my myriad sources and did my best to trace Kate's footsteps. I think I found where she was headed. There was a house in section C15 of Glasgow's outer ghetto. She went there a few times in the month before she...
Seems like you know a lot about this, Teru.
Every branch has a database. It tracks the GPS of every God Eater's armlet at all times, so it wasn't tough to track down. I mean, it's not that big an invasion of privacy. It's basically only used when someone goes missing in the field. What? That's... Come on. I made sure not to leave any trace. Promise. I think. I hope. The house is registered to one Darren Daglish. Apparently, he was a single male, 49 years of age. Then. Oh, crazy. Apparently, he was an ANCS researcher. Fascinating.
I know I've heard that name before. Can you find a way to get in touch with him?
Apparently, he transferred out this way about 2 years ago. He lives in Satellite 002 as of last month.
Did he?
So, wacky coincidence, right? The same satellite base just pinged us with a request for God Eater aid. Apparently, there's a huge Aragami targeting the place. I mean, it doesn't have to be you guys. Another team can handle it, I'm sure. No rush, no worries.
Fine. Let's go.
Hello? Sorry to bug you. We're from the Far East branch. Can we come in?
Oh, I've been expecting you. Sorry for the lack of hospitality. I don't get many guests.
Are you serious? Professor Double D, is it really you?
Hmm? Well, bless my stars. Haru, my boy.
You two know each other?
Definitely. He was my tutor back at the Glasgow branch. I can't believe you didn't know him, Gil. It's great to see you, Professor. This day turned out to be a surprise. I never thought I'd find you out here.
You may consider me rather astounded as well. This certainly is a wonder. My, how you've grown. Quite the formidable young man, I must say. Oh, pardon. Come, sit.
You can't blame me. All the other teachers called you Professor Double D too. How was I supposed to remember your real name?
Ha! You may look a man, but you're still just a foolish boy at heart. How cruel of you. Not at all like Kate was.
Oh, that actually reminds me. I was kind of curious. What was Kate coming to you about? You know, at the end.
Ah, poor child. She had decided that she wished to teach. That is, once she retired from god-eating. She wanted my advice.
I could definitely see that.
I told her I ran my school less like a prison and more like a home. But she wanted to be very prepared. She wanted the hows and the whys. How do I get more students? How do I deal with overprotective parents? Why do we teach this way, and do they enjoy it? She had thousands, perhaps millions of questions for me.
Of course she did. Of course she did.
Unfortunately, news was slow to reach me. It must have been 6 months after that I finally heard. What a loss. So young, so hopeful. I'm sorry I couldn't attend the funeral. She deserved every honor they could grant.
Don't be. It was a beautiful ceremony.
After she passed, her dreams stuck with me. I decided that the best way to honor her was to make it come true. The satellite bases have been suffering a teacher shortage for years. I knew this was where I should begin.
That's why you came out here, to teach a new generation.
Yes, in so many words. Though I admit I'm not as spry as I once was. The kids are so excitable. Actually, I remember her saying that she wished you would join her when you left the field. A team of god-eaters becoming a team of teachers.
Of course. She had all sorts of plans for my future, didn't she? I'd love nothing more than to make her happy. But my God Ark and I've still got plenty left to do on the battlefield.
I still remember the exact words, believe it or not. Haru's a fighter, but when he's with children, he's so gentle. He is kind, understanding, and patient. Simply the perfect teacher.
Kate. It's been 3 years since I've heard her voice, and she can still shatter me like glass and piece me back together.
The God Ark overhauls are in the bag. Thanks for all the help, Captain. Seriously, you made this way easy.
Oh, I don't know, kid. I might be done for here. I'll try for the summit in the morning.
Ah, good call. You are getting up there.
Shut it, Teru.
He does have a point, man. You've had one hell of a career. Maybe it's time you thought about putting away the giant sword.
Time really flies. I blink my eyes and suddenly Teru's lifting pints with us.
And holding it together quite well after 2 or 3.
The last 3 years seemed like an age of mankind, and just a moment ago. That's what happens, I guess. The world sort of moves on. Have you thought at all about what Kate said? I mean, she has a point. You'd make a hell of a teacher, Haru.
Nah, man, not yet. I've still got some fight left in these old bones. I can't quit yet. Not until my holy quest has come to its final riveting conclusion. There's a lot more to learn before I pass it on.
Jeez, Haru!
No, but seriously, no one serves this long. Most God Eaters would do anything to be out of the field. I'm still worried about you. Maybe there'd be something good in hanging up the old God Arc, finally settling down.
I don't know. I don't want to babysit some mini God Eaters that don't know which end of the Arc to hold. Although, it's probably pretty uncool for a guy to ignore his lady's final request. Especially if the lady's at all like Kate, huh, Gil?
Yeah, I think you're onto something there, Haru.
She gets to me, even now. Looks like Haru's got a new dream, boys. Hey, one quick question.
Anything.
I'm on a new path in life. Got big goals. All I really remember about school is trying to pick up girls. I'm not 100% sure what the hell we were supposed to be doing the rest of the time.